Hello and welcome to August the 1st, 2020. My name is Lynette Clement and I am reading from the August 2020 Love Exquisite Magazine. In the empowerment section, the word of the month is justice. Justice. First, let me just say happy 1 year anniversary to the Love Exquisite Magazine. So, thank you to our subscribers, our columnists, our readers, our sponsors, and everybody who helped to make this magazine 1 year success. So, thank you so much. So, again, the empowerment word of the month is justice. With the way the world is today, the word that comes to mind is justice. So again, justice is the word of the month for August. Justice means the quality of being just, morally right, righteous, equal, and fair treatment, as well as judge or magistrate. Justice is a human right. However, some ethnicities are not always treated justly. In terms of the justice system, everyone is supposed to have a right to a fair trial. However, in some ethnic groups, the fair and just component is overlooked, especially when the hands of the law rest within a non-minority judicial system. This is why voting is important. As we continue to see the civil unrest and call for change, which is really what it should be called, a call for change, after the continuation of police brutality, so forgive me, as you know by now, these are unedited. So as we continue to see the civil unrest and call for change, which again is what it should be called, after the continuation of police brutality, why is that a tongue twister, against black men and black women. We also continue to see unjust and unfair treatment of the violators and those who unjustly defend them. Justice is for all. It isn't just a cliche, or is it? Justice for all means all people, or does it? We continue to see how the law works against minorities while working unjustly for the majority. Just think about the convictions of the innocent people who are let go from prison after serving most of their lives in prison for a crime that they did not commit. Think about the harsher punishment for minority offenders versus majority offenders who commit the same or even worse crime. Think about the unjust convictions or non-convictions of the wealthy offenders. So, as I stated in my last article, I do believe that there are three judicial systems. One for non-black people, one for black people, as well as one for the wealthy, which there is supposed to only be one justice system for all. This is usually where we see a lack of the justice in the judicial system when race comes into play. We have to do better as a global world when we have to constantly be reminded that Black lives matter. Yes, all lives matter, but unfortunately, some of us have to be reminded that Black lives are included in all lives. No, it is not just about us. It is not about just us. It is about justice. We are called to empower one another, not to tear each other down. We are all human beings first, who deserve to be treated as such. So from the 60s to the 20th century, we should not have to continue to protest about equality and human rights or fair and equal justice in treatment. In 2020, it's unfortunate that we have to continue to protest in effort to get people to fully apply and embrace what the Pledge of Allegiance stands for. And if you never heard the Pledge of Allegiance, I don't know what planet you're on, but if you haven't, it goes as such. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. all people, not just a select few. Even during peaceful protests, you will still see unjust treatment of attacks with pepper spray, arrests, physical violence, tear gas, and even death by shooting. We are civilians and we are supposed to work together to fight against the enemy, and we are not enemies. When civilians are at war, we could not be any more divided as a nation that is supposed to be indivisible. And our current leadership doesn't do any justice to make us all come together. Like I said, we're more divided than ever before. So don't get caught up by the agitators who turn a peaceful protest into rioting and looting, which only leads to more violence and arrests. Keep your focus on the real cause, justice and equal rights. Partner with an organization that is passionate about a cause that you stand for, and let justice finally be served for all people. Let justice be done for all of the victims who've lost their lives and livelihood unjustly. Change.org is a nonprofit organization that helps people continue to fight for fair, just, and equal treatment in several different types of initiatives. So if you are truly a person who wants to see change in the world, first be the change that you want to see. And fight for equal rights for all people, not just a select few. So just think about that for a minute and what that means to you. And again, if you are truly a person who wants to see change in the world for the better, just and fair right treatment for all, sign one of the petitions that you see on change.org to be a part of real change. May there be justice for George Floyd. May there be justice for Breonna Taylor. May there be justice for Tony McDade. May there be justice for David Jones and everyone who was wrongfully killed by offenders due to their unjustifiable acts of violence towards each other. So for this month of August, the word of the month is justice. May justice be served for all people. Black lives do matter, and your voice is your vote. So make sure that you get out there and vote in November and any of the elections, especially the elections that are involving the judge. When you have to vote for the judge and who governs the laws, it's important because you have to live by those laws. So this is in the empowerment section of the Love Exquisite Magazine in the August 2020 version. May peace be unto all of you.